Listen up.
This is the most,
Yeah, I know.
free stock footage.
It's, well, when you're like
Wait,
me.
I spent several seconds Googling this to find it,
Yeah.
alright?
Do not disrespect Mr. Grant Gregory for doing it for me in a few seconds. Yeah. Ooh.
Where's the best place for content on the world of Ice and Fire?
Right over there. See where I am pointing with my dagger? I just found.
Sporking News Podcast. With me, Sporking. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Not here. Not here. He's not here either. Yeah.
Yes.
Real fun.
I don't think he's ever been here.
You know what? Of course, I'll blow up. The pound of life. Oh,
Yum, yum.
let it begin.
Nom nom. Dragon.
What is going on, everybody? I am off camera. Hey, it's Tuesday night. We're actually doing it on a Tuesday night. A
Wednesday
Spork of
morning.
Ice and or Wednesday morning. Spork of Ice and Fire. We are here. Already my favorite comment so far. Plot twist, you do an actually good stream. I thought that was funny. Which you might have meant seriously, and I don't mind that either. Completely honest reaction says Hodor is the chosen one. There's a chance because there's so many people that fit
Well,
the Azor
which
Ahai.
chosen one? There's multiple chosen ones.
Right? Prince that was promised, the last hero, or Azor Ahai, or like
The one to bring balance to the force.
that one too. That one too. Bride of Slender, where's your husband and his radar now? Thank you for being here. Who else? Just another red shirt. Holy shit. How are you doing, buddy? And howdy to you. Nice to see you. Bad Takes is here. And you know what? Bad Takes did something lovely. I'm going to put you on Front Street, Bad Takes. I opened up. All right. So it was pouring rain out yesterday. And I opened up my door. All right. My wife did. I didn't do it. She opened up the door and she's like, oh, wow, there's a package just sitting here getting soaked. Thank God it didn't ruin what was inside. But the good take and the bad take sent me a gift. A little friend of ours. Here we go. Some real good reading, if you like. I thought it said Reach. It's the Reach. I almost called it the Peach. The Reach by a little guy we know as a Dega Outlaw. And then
But that's a peach tree.
the Blood of the Witch. Oh man, you messed me up there. The Blood of the Witch, which is so dope looking. A Dega again.
Actually, if you open it up, Vinny has an illustration of the sword. I want to say it's either at the very end or at the very beginning. I can't remember which. I have the paper back copy. I don't have the hardback with the nice.
Oh,
illustration.
look, you even hooked me up with the Better Than You.
Yeah,
In the Season of the Witch, or the I'm sorry,
and the
Blood of
Blood
the
Witch.
Blood Witch. You know what? I'll find it and I'll show.
It's in there somewhere.
Oh, no, it's right here at the end. You know what? Oh, wow, that is a dope, like short sword.
Mhm.
That's cold. So,
That's the dagger. You weren't supposed to be here. It was only the crippled boy. Cat's paw. No? Okay. Yeah,
completely
so
different
this
thing. There's no
I
jewel
really-
in it.
I really appreciate this. First off, thank you to Bad Takes and Good Takes. And This is beautiful. So Adega, if you don't know Adega, maybe we could put the link to his Amazon thing in the chat. But I mean, just the quality is like he's an actual author, not unlike Stephen Walton. All right.
Well, this is what I find cool. I mean, you may not be getting any subs or views or, any sort of growth in your channel, but my God, you get some merch.
I do get merch occasionally from, well, yeah, a couple people. I get chocolate sometimes from New Zealand. Do it, please, Mad. New
He's
Zealand.
eating.
Oh, shit. Sorry, buddy. Zax is here. We were just talking about you. You're doing so well. Son of a bitch. Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah, let's before we get into 5 it may be more, it may be less. We'll find out. Plot twists in the Winds of
Number
Winter
8.
that readers would never expect. And if you have some ideas like Chris the Angel probably does, throw it in the chat. Plot twists you don't like, John and others. Let's talk about what happened after me calling last week's stream, me calling that we will have a Winds of Winter by the end of 2025, early 2026. I should have had that really ready to go, but what happened this week? Does anybody want
Well,
to
I
chime
think I think that means that Tina now has another episode of Bad Takes that she can make.
about me? Yeah. No,
Mhm.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, George came out and really screwed me on that one. And it wasn't like, he didn't say, it wasn't like really that big. He just said he may never finish the books. Not that big of a deal, right?
He's only got 14 other projects he's currently working on. He's got all the time in the world.
Right. And he also wants to swim in piles of cash. I couldn't believe it came out like the next day though.
This is what happens when you give people hope. I explain this to you. This is a dangerous. If you ever watched From, you would understand that giving people hope is a dangerous weapon.
Yeah. So what you're saying is don't do it. Hope. You're saying no hope.
No
hope.
hope.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I based my my career on it. So no, I didn't. Thank God, because I would have to really just lie to you all and be like, I'm not leaving. I totally lied. Yeah, right here. Forbes came out with an article 13 years late. George R. R. Martin admits he may never finish Winds of Winter. Woo. Thanks, Scotty. I've been begging you to come on. No, you haven't. Got an offer in years. Mad loves From. Yeah, he does. Actually, from like the 21st till about the 3rd. So 21st of December to the 3rd, I'm on kind of what is kind of a vacation. So throw me some dates, man, and I'll jump on people's channels if I can, even maybe a little late, depending on if my in-laws are here or not.
Man, whatever.
What?
Nothing. Zax has had me banned from his channel for months, for years
Really?
now.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what I
What'd you
did.
do?
I don't know. I was too cool.
Maybe too cool. Too
Mm.
cool
That
for school.
happens.
Mark,
I've
what is
had
up,
that happen to
dude?
me.
It's good to see you. Why don't you have a wrench next to your name? You've been a wrench forever. That's weird.
Also, it unfroze, but I still hate Windows 11.
Yes, because it's Windows 11.
Sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks. Mark, here you go. I'm gonna make you that wrench again because I have that power. Yeah, so George pretty much, I don't know. He states in this article, somewhere down here.
He finds another way just to fuck with you. That's
Yeah.
I looked at this and I just went. I think he watched the show
Yeah,
and he went, "Yep, no,
Yeah.
I'm not having this."
yeah. Thank you, Jane. Jane is always, that's why I miss you on YouTube, Jane, is because every time I started to waver, every time you were just like, no, we're not wavering, stand your ground. Like, and you're not here for me right now. So I have to stand my own ground. So George goes to say, when asked in an interview about Winds of Winter's status, unfortunately, I am 13 years late. Every time I say that, I'm like, how could I be 13 years late? I don't know. It happens a day at a time. Aragon was 13 years late to begin. And it can't usually throws in like a token thing. Okay. But that's still a priority. Still a priority, not the priority, still a priority. A lot of people are already writing obituaries for me. They're saying, oh, he'll never be finished. Maybe they're right. I don't know. I'm alive right now. I seem pretty vital. So
Oh, I
wish
thought
he just said
I thought he said viral.
he is.
I think that this is going to sound bad. I think he needs some type of terminal illness to help him, to motivate him.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You
right now
think?
it's like, hey, I'm alive right now. I'm in great health.
Yeah, but one that doesn't affect his ability to use his hands or his brain.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I mean, if he realizes he has a ticking clock, that may help motivate him to get it done.
Yeah.
But then he'll be like, no, I want to spend time with my family and blah, 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 blah.
George is also a troll, though, dude. George is a troll, and he may be just trolling everyone. He's like slipping this book out in 2025.
He's wait. You know what it is? He's waiting for you to actually give up and say it's never coming out, and then the very next day he'll drop the release. You'll be like, all right, it's coming out this time.
I just can't. Every time I want to say it, I at least say we may not get. Like I can't even say we won't. We may not get A Dream of Spring, but I know we're getting The Winds of Winter.
How do you
know it?
I think more and more every day that goes by, Mad's Pizza Box theory is probably going to be closer to reality.
Honestly, if this was Vegas, I would have the best odds.
Right.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
So, yeah.
You would literally just have to bet against whatever I say in a stream, because it always seems like, and you're right, Mr. Grant Gregory said it. Every time I like predict something, George comes out and just right there before my next stream. Like he plans it. I think he plans it.
It's a long con. You pissed him off years ago, and he's finding a way to get back. He's like, I'm going to write a novel that you're going to love, and I'm never going to finish it just to piss you off. Yeah,
it's going to happen. We're going to get it. And I'm telling you right now, when we do get it,
what I just said.
I'm going to do chapter by chapter. Like the next, I don't care if it's probably like 40 some odd, 50 chapters. We will do a chapter a week for a year, because I am just going to savor this last book. And maybe we'll get a novella out of it too.
Wow, I can't believe you're being so pessimistic calling it the last book.
In my head canon, I picture George watching your streams and refusing to even retweet it or anything. He's like, no, not gonna get. Yeah, he's a fan, but
yeah, he doesn't always remember the names, because I sometimes, have a little mistake there and there. He's like, this guy's a fake. But George, if you're watching,
I know for some reason he's got popcorn and a cheeseburger.
Popcorn and a cheeseburger?
And a cheeseburger, yeah.
I like it. If he is, I don't know, if he is watching,
please subscribe.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh yeah, those are two different vibes completely.
George, R.R. Martin, please understand, even if we complain sometimes, even if we get a little crazy and get a little upset with you, you are the author. You can complete what has been broken. I don't know. You could be like you're forging a magical sword back together that once was broken. We're just asking you, please, help us. Help us help you and finish the book, sir. Thank you.
In the house of the dragon, everything's in disarray. Green Iron Lady,
you hit that. All right, no one.
I honestly want him to do it so we never have to listen to whatever that music was. I thought you were about to use some horrible racist Japanese accent.
Oh my! What?
Please, Georgia-san.
I am from Vietnamese.
Also, I thought you were going to say "you complete me." You were so close to finishing it up on the perfect movie line.
I was going to do that, but this is about the books.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he's just an author to you. He's a person with feelings,
That is true. He likes his crust stuff like everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get it. He likes his PB and J's like every other man
No,
on
BJ's he
on
likes.
a golden plate, 500,000. I don't know. Anyways, what were you going to say, Tina?
I was to say
Okay.
that I can't believe he would want there to be any chance that season 8 was the end of A Song of Ice and Fire.
I think if that was going to be it, we'll get back to that one too. If that was going to be what got him motivated, it may have worked like right afterwards. Like, but he waited so like when did the
Yeah.
season end? It ended in
2016?
2020? No. It went 10
Oh,
years.
that's not right.
So I believe 2020 it ended. So he had like the ending of the show, COVID, all this stuff where he just had like the perfect storm of I can write. I don't have any events because of COVID. This show pissed me off. Let me finish this book. And
Well,
it's 2025.
like I've
almost.
said since it
It was
ended,
2019.
I think it had the opposite effect. It was
Yeah.
demotivating. It sucked all the will that he had to even try because of how poorly it was received.
I don't know,
And
man.
also, don't forget though, he may just be waiting for, the next 4 years to make a big difference, because I think there's been a long period where the book wouldn't be released. The book would be released in an entirely new atmosphere. Like there would be way more eyes on him on his books, and like, oh my god, why did you treat this female character like this? Why
But
couldn't
they-
have
Yeah, it would be worse than
Absolutely.
it was. And it was
Yeah,
pretty bad when it came out. The last book, people attacked him.
Yeah, so that I
And
mean,
I
between
was
I don't think he cares, dude.
and I was thinking that would be the opposite, that the longer he waits, the more time people have to theorize and double check and track the characters, to where then if he makes any mistakes, they're like, but page 5
Right.
and book 5.
Yeah, that guy's eye color is a shade darker. Like that's how much we've read these books by now.
Exactly.
I like what Mark has to say. I think George is stuck on how to get his books to the finish line. I agree completely with Mark on that. The Marinese knot, they call it, where Danny is. I mean, he had a plan for Danny to go to Ashai by the sea. Ashai being where like the dark mages and necromancers and dragons, like maybe hobbits. All these dark beings and creatures are from, magic and things like that. Like
In a
we were
spin-off
supposed,
in a spin-off book, maybe.
yeah, but he said we would see it firsthand years ago, and now he's saying we'll see it in somebody's flashback, which would be most likely Melisandre, maybe the Maester with Sam right now. Erwin? No. Shit, I forgot his name. The Maester with Sam, though. He may have been in a Shire. But I think
Shy. I thought you said Shire. Shire.
the
Okay.
Shire,
Maybe
that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're on the same page. No, a Shy. He has Danny and the Dothraki Sea. Now, if any of that follows what happened in the show, she literally has to. The Khalasar surrounded her at the end of the book too, I believe. They're gonna have to take her all the way back to Dos, the mountain.
Becky's.
Dos. I see. This is why people don't think I'm a fan, because I can never remember names or pronounce them.
I was swallowing again. The Vas Dothrak.
Thank you. Where she'll have to meet the old crones and maybe become one of them, because her Khal died. And then how long will that take? And then she'll have to beat all the Khalasars, so
7
leaders.
pages.
So yeah, it could take maybe a book, or it could take just a couple chapters. Just next thing we know, she's in there. She's already there.
And then it's already done. And then she mentions what happened in a flashback.
Not even like you can give us one chapter, like she's there already. We all know she had to get there. We all know they captured her. Maybe like you said, a couple paragraphs of what happened, and then her meeting.
Well, we're assuming that the book direction and TV show direction are going to take the same.
I have a feeling because the Khalasar surrounded her, didn't they? At the end of the book too.
I think in the opening of Winds of Winter, they could just have her show up in the middle of the battle at Marine, and
And then
then
kind of
later on, after they kick ass, she can explain to Selmy and what's his face,
yeah.
exactly how how
Dario.
everything went down.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
No, that's interesting. I like that. What's up, Darren? Good to see you, buddy. I don't know. I just have a feeling he could easily get past that stuff. Leaving Marine, I mean, there is a battle there, but have her show up and just wreck house.
Yeah, I mean that's what she would do.
Game over.
And then
Right.
that could be the first signs of her potential madness, coming in when she's on a dragon with
Ooh,
fire.
but like tiny bells, not like the big bells,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
tiny
yeah.
bells.
Yeah.
Like the Christmas bells, and so she only goes kind of mad.
maybe
Like,
one of the people that she kills, the last name is Bell.
oh
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh, I like that one.
So
Or there's
or
a
Abel.
castle cat with a bell around his neck.
Yeah.
And at night, he's like, "What is this bell? Where is it? Why can't I find it and burn it?"
So Jane
That
here
honestly
fuck-
makes more sense than her
Yeah.
randomly hearing bells one time and going crazy. If it was
completely-
because a cat with a bell that she
Yeah.
couldn't find in the castle and
Or that
slowly
no one
just
else
drove
could
her
hear it.
crazy.
or
Yeah.
she
That's
got
the thing,
scratched by one as a kid.
Oh,
You
so
know?
she got cat scratch fever?
Yeah, cat. fever. She got
Well,
skin
that's
me.
what happened. That's actually what happened to her mother. A cat pushed her over a cliff.
No, when she was pregnant. That was good. Yeah, George, I don't know. Like, do you know why the bells mean nothing to her and they stole it from like a book character, Mad? Have we explained that
What?
to you? So in the book, there's a guy named John Constantine.
I
With
thought
a
you said Connor. Okay, go
No,
on. though.
John
John
Con.
Con.
We call him
It's
John
close
Con.
enough.
Yeah. And he was Rhaegar Targaryen. So
Connington.
one of his best friends. And he was the hand of the king for the Mad King. And he had an opportunity to capture Robert. He was injured, hiding in this town, and John Con couldn't find him. And the bells were ringing to let them know that, these guys were looking for Robert to hide Robert. And then Ned had enough time to get there and save Robert. So when this guy hears bells, he thinks of the failure of not catching Robert, who ended up killing his best friend and destroying the dynasty his best friend's family was based on. And the guy's dying as also, he has grayscale. So they took that guy's story of why bells would probably make him go a little nuts when
Right.
he's grayscaled out, losing his mind. And they gave it to Danny, who bells mean you're a winner. I don't, it's just, that's Dan and Dave in a nutshell. Right
Women.
there.
Ugh.
Now, Jane brings up Preston is constantly trying to nitpick and is wrong 60% of the time. Most of us are wrong 60% of the time. I love his videos. I watch his live streams. He is definitely arrogant.
Never heard of him.
He's
No.
Preston Jacobs, very left-leaning guy. Let you know.
I asked him
but-
if he was arrogant, and he says you can't be arrogant when you're this right.
Yeah, right. But he's a very left-leaning guy. Let you know it. We're all kind of the dumb ones for going anywhere, to the right. But I can get past all that because I really enjoy his content. His idea with the Dornish plan is, I think, really cool. He has a couple great ones. There's other ones where he said this was like a sci-fi show, a post-apocalyptic sci-fi.
Yeah, but he got
What?
that one from fucking
His other-
Hightower. What's his name? Didn't know there was another guy. He literally had it on a stream the day
Oh, I didn't know that.
beforehand. Yeah, and people are like, "We know who you've been watching."
Oh, wow.
'Cause
I
you've
didn't know
almost
that.
yeah. Oh yeah, most of his ideas his original ideas, you just got to look for someone who said something a few days beforehand.
Really? No. He's come up with some interesting ones. I'd like to, we'll talk about that. I don't want to bash the guy online, but he really has in the last couple of years. He was a big defender of George for a while. And then he was one of the early people that flipped over and was like, I don't know if he's ever going to finish these. And now he nitpicks, he reads chapters, does live stream on one chapter and reads it and breaks it down. And he's a smart guy, but he bashes George for little things, and it's just dude, the guy, probably sold 100 million books or some shit crazy number. Like you can't, you can bash him for certain things, but little nitpicky things. Jane's right. It does get a little, come on, go back to your theories. Sorry, I had to speak on that because I agree with half of that.
Sounds just like Star Wars series.
Yeah, she put it here. Oh, he's like, oh, George, didn't mean to use that word. I just post the dictionary definition. Like, yes, do. He did mean it.
Dodo.
Dodo. Shit. Fine.
Yeah, that's what doo-doo is, but that's not the word.
Yeah, but somebody else read that because I messed that so up. He's like,
George. Oh, George didn't mean to use that word. And I just post the dictionary definition like, yes, Dodo, he did mean it.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, that was not Jane. That was me doing an impression of Jane.
That
Jane
was amazing.
Thank you. Jane has not joined us.
I thought she was back.
For those listening audio only.
Oh my God! You know what we should do is
I take back all the things I said about your black scent. It's spot on.
Black adjacent, brother. Rock on.
I should have went more Gambit with it.
You should ask Jane for her permission.
Oh, George, he never said it. Oh, he never used that word. I looked it up in the dictionary and I was like, oh, down in the bayou, this is how we say it.
No, you got to work on the Creole.
You've been waiting your whole life for this.
Down. I mean, your Creole, it's not bad, but you got to work on it. But ask her if you use her avatar and just on my panels, you're Jane. That would be hilarious.
I would ruin her reputation so quickly.
George R.R. Martin said, understood, Jane. Thank you, George.
I think it's pronounced Jorge.
Oh, my, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jorge R.R. Martin.
If you are listening, George, I love you. And can I have...
if you're listening to George, I'm indifferent.
Yeah, I'm okay. Honestly, I'm just hurt. It comes out in anger sometimes.
Sometimes.
Listless Receptionist says, I feel enraged just being reminded of season 8. You're absolutely right.
Man, I rewatched it earlier this year, and it's so fucking good. The show until
just
what was
season 5.
Yeah, season 5.
End of season 4, but season 5, season 6 wasn't too bad. 7 and 8 are just hot garbage. 5 was pretty bad too. They just you just see the difference in George's writing ends. Dave and Dan take over thinking they know how to write. Like they're good, maybe TV writers, but they are not.
They started throwing in a lot of euphemisms. I noticed around the beginning of like season 5, where it was supposed to sound smart,
but it was.
But it wasn't. Yeah.
Are y'all watching Dune Prophecy?
Oh, dude, that is so good.
Sucks.
My God, it reminds me of like The Acolyte so much.
I watched one episode and I couldn't start the second one.
It to me, it wants to be season 1, season 2 of Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah,
but it's not. Travis Fimmel, that's my dude, man. I absolutely love Travis Fimmel, and he's the only thing in this show that keeps me coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the guy playing. He was the Viking.
Yeah. Ragnar Lothbrok.
He's the Australian guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane, come on.
He's also in a really cool series called Boy Eats Universe.
Yes, yeah. Boy Eats Universe is really good. It's on Netflix.
Really?
I cried. I bawled my eyes out in so many episodes. Not gonna lie. It's really good.
Damn, I just canceled it.
He plays a stepdad, ex-junkie, criminal, good father, bad guy.
Raised by Wolves. Jane and I agree on this. Raised by Wolves is a phenomenal show. Yeah, I can't believe it got canceled.
That's HBO, right?
Yeah, it's not there anymore, man.
They got rid of it on HBO.
Yeah, it's nowhere, man. I had to get Chad to add it to the Plex.
Can I? I got a bad take.
I should get you linked with his Plex so you can see all this stuff.
No, he did give it to me. Him and Slender, but somehow I lost like how to get on theirs again. So if they could, that'd be great because I'm old.
He gave it to me, and then immediately because I got my own Plex server, and when I log out, I went, "Oh shit, I didn't write anything down. God damn it!"
It's true. We're old. I'm old. He's smart. I'm old. Shit. What was it? Just bad take of mine.
Yeah. Travis Fimmel.
I liked the first 2 episodes of that Star Wars show. I forgot the name of it already.
Acolyte.
No, the new one, Skeleton Crew.
Haven't watched a second of it.
It's like Goonies in space. They're trying to be Goonies, I think. But it wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed it.
Are you gonna see Craven? I saw the first 9 minutes. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I heard it.
I'm like, I'm in. I think I'm gonna go see it.
I hope it's good.
I'm a big Aaron Taylor Johnson. Is that his name?
Yeah, that guy. I am too.
He got groomed.
What?
He was 16 years old when he started dating his 35-year-old wife.
Yeah, but it's different though, because she's a powerful.
Is she 34 now?
No. She's in her 50s.
Yeah, she's older.
There's like 20 years difference between them or something like that.
Yeah, but see, she was a strong, independent woman, and
she was married at the time.
Stop.
She was a strong married woman.
Yeah.
How dare you, Zach? Don't come in here with that bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, he's one character in everything that he plays. He only plays one character. That's correct, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
No matter what the character is.
She's currently 57,
and they
got married way back in 2012.
Well, in most states, 16 is legal, so they didn't break a law. That's kind of on the older side in some states.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I used to work.
That's actually a pretty appropriate conversation to have when talking about Game of Thrones, though, if you think about it.
It is, because in their world, it's like very young. So let's get on this. Thank you. Let's get a couple of the.
I do have a list.
Okay, so let's get a couple of you. Let's start.
Speaking of statutory.
Whoa, it really isn't in most states. Mr. Grant Gray, I had to know that because I used to work at one of those offender places and I wanted to kill myself. Rehabilitation, like they can be. Thoughts on 28 years later? We will talk about that later. Later. Stop. Let's not get off. Oh, wait a minute. That was super chat.
Yeah, we have to talk about it.
We got to talk about it. I did not see it. Should we play?
I loved it. It freaked me the hell out. I did.
It's such an out of the ball style way of doing a trailer.
So should we do it at the end on Rumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of negative spaces in there.
Yeah.
But really, I don't even want to call it music to it. With it, it's
it's not music.
Yeah, it's
dude, we're definitely gonna
definitely atmospheric. Doesn't tell you anything about the story. It just tells you about the vibe and the way that it starts off makes you go, oh, okay, this is. Oh, I'll give you a little bit of hope, and then you're like, oh no, they're watching Teletubbies. That'd be terrible. So
Did you see who's in it? I didn't even know that was Aaron Taylor Johnson. Speaking of him,
yeah, who's gonna say? Just talking about him.
All right, so at the end of this. We'll jump off of YouTube and just watch it over on Rumble so I don't get hit. Thank you, Jane, for the $2. I appreciate that. So let's start. Mr. Grant Gregory, give us one of the first twists.
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. I have to interrupt. I'm sorry, Mad, but Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife is named Sam Taylor Wood. He changed his last name to include hers.
Oh, fuck me.
He was Aaron Perry. He was Aaron Perry Johnson, and he changed his name to Aaron.
Okay, you
that was his real name
because he needed an adult's permission so they could get the family discount now. So
I'm so glad I didn't already buy my tickets to go see the movie because you just ruined him for me.
Yeah, forever.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't forget he was groomed though. He was groomed.
Yes.
We got to get hopefully
he couldn't run away just like he was when he was Quicksilver.
Yeah.
But then again, he's British or at least English. So I mean, like 16 is like 23 in American.
You can get groomed. That's all right then. Yeah.
No, I said 16 is like 23 in America. You
love when the shoe's on the other foot.
Real quick, because I really want to pay off super chats to encourage more people to send
Yes,
them.
please.
What did y'all think about 28 days and 28 weeks later?
Days, phenomenal. Weeks, wasted potential.
I like the more actiony 28 weeks because I'm not a horror movie guy. So
neither, but I love Days.
Oh, and
Weeks
Hawkeye was in it?
the Weeks was
Yeah.
in the mall.
no, Weeks
No,
was
wait-
in
No,
it was in London.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
confused the two. Dang it. Okay, it was. Yeah, I don't know if I saw Weeks.
Oh, you should see it. It has Hawkeye in it and
starts up with Robert Carlyle in it.
Marcusio.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
And, like,
Okay,
Killian
He was the
Murphy.
black guy in it.
Yep.
you
Killian
believe.
Murphy's in it. Love it. That's one of my
Christopher
favorites.
Eccleston's in it.
Oh, okay. What's up, Coco? What up, dude? Thank you again, Jane Theory. Okay, we really do have to get into these at some point, so let's do it.
Okay, so I think a twist that no one would see coming, but would be right on par with modern society was make the White Walkers the actual victims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
if it turns out that they were actually the good guys all along.
right. And I want to make sure people understand, like, some of these plot twists are probably like for deep divers. Like, yeah, we already kind of thought of that, but this is for general public people that, read the books once and are just, hey, if it comes out, I'm happy. But we have talked about that. Like, we don't know why they're doing what they did. They could just be the victims of what the children of the
Well,
forest.
right,
The
decide.
like,
children of the
if-
forest created them to fight against the first man, and then when
Right.
they had no use for them, they discarded them. Like like you see in so many sci-fi tropes when they create a killing machine for
Robot,
the army, and then
yeah.
they try and dismantle it, and it just wants to live.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's mom
Or
got
it's
killed by
25.
Dalmatians.
Yeah,
Same thing.
I think maybe
such a victim.
I think maybe the White Walkers are seeking what would we call it? Asylum, I guess. But like the children of the forest, you know what I mean?
They are
They're
Waters.
running drugs and they're human
Mhm.
trafficking, and the White
Mhm.
Walkers are just looking for a new home and a
Right.
new start. But that orange guy on the throne is like, no, you're not coming over here.
Hell no, you're not crossing that wall. That's a wall. I would, right?
Exactly.
And we don't even know who paid for it.
Nope.
Yeah, true. No, we made the wildlings pay for it. I don't know where your water is. Go ask T. All right. Professional. So they also could be like, you could look at it this way too. They're just trying to get what is owed to them. So they're not really
Reparations,
victims.
some would
but-
call it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you made a pact of ice and fire and you're supposed to get maybe like one of the descendants of both houses in one,
Maybe it's kind of like in Yellowstone, where like the end of the series is probably going to be that the land goes back
Oh,
to the
da-da-da-
Indian
that-
tribe because of the fact that in the prequel in 1883 he
that-
made
that
a
was-
deal with
that-
Yeah,
Let
I
her
know, but
finish,
That was
let her
that
finish.
was done as a post thing.
I
That
haven't
was
started
like,
it yet.
yeah.
okay,
They-
never
they-
mind.
1883 is really heavy-handed with that stuff. But then the other one that has Harrison Ford in it might as well just be from a different fucking series. That guy does
Oh,
not
I like
give a shit about
Landman.
anything he reads.
I didn't watch.
Landman's good.
I didn't watch 19. Was it 23?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
1923. I've
Harrison Ford,
only
Helen
seen the
Mirren
first.
one.
Yeah, I've only seen the first couple episodes of that one, but I loved 1883.
So many people got dead.
She was so
Yeah.
strong. She was so strong till she wasn't. All right, so we all can agree that that's a twist that a lot of people wouldn't be ready for, but I could see George doing. So you actually, no matter who wins, you kind of feel bad for both
I
sides.
feel like that's so played out though. That's such a
Yeah.
overused trope.
Even if you plan that at the beginning, he's a gardener. He doesn't write outlines, he gardens. So he might have clipped that a while
But
back.
he's not a warrior in a garden, is he?
Well, he clipped that like the 5-year jump or the love triangle between what was it, John,
Arya.
Arya, and somebody
Now-
else.
I'm not real familiar with the books, but John and Arya, aren't they?
Family.
Step-
Oh,
Brother
no,
and
they're not.
sister.
They're not though.
They're step.
Well,
That's
or
right.
half. I'm sorry. They're half brother
Half.
sister, maybe, sort of.
not really. They would be
Not
more
really.
like half. They
First
would be
cousins.
cousins. They'd be cousins.
Yeah. Okay,
Which-
never mind. I'm on board. I'm good with it.
Yeah. Yeah, if it comes out to be another spoiler or twist, Jon is a Targaryen. No, just kidding. All right, I thought you guys would laugh. That sucked.
Yeah, J plus whatever equals whatever.
Yeah, yeah. What? Okay, so let's go on to the next one because we all thought that was a good twist.
Okay, I have another one that I don't think you've thought of.
Okay.
Cersei and Daenerys forge an alliance.
Okay, never
The
would
two
see
most
that
powerful
coming.
women. And they're yeah.
Will they like
Okay.
divide Westeros between the two of them?
And who would they be fighting? Stannis,
man.
and
Patriarchy.
Stannis, and then
Yeah,
Aegon
exactly. The
them
man.
separately. Yeah, the man.
Yeah, they got to work together to break that glass ceiling.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They'd be like, and at some point they both have to.
Ooh, that
like,
dragon
"Girl
glass
power!"
ceiling.
That's right.
The
I was about to bring that up. Yeah, see, it all works.
it all works.
It all
works.
rhymes.
How? Okay,
It
let's
all
look at that for a
rhymes.
second.
It's
How would
cyclical.
we? How would
Made
that
with Diet
happen?
Coke.
Because Jane is right. Cersei is mental.
Well, she's going to offer up her quote unquote unborn child as a ward to the state, sort of thing, to keep her in line. And
Who's unborn child?
well, Cersei's going to get pregnant in this one.
Oh,
'cause-
okay.
Yeah.
By a pirate.
No.
Ooh, will it be Jamie's?
Yes.
No, it'll be Ironborn.
You mean Hot Topics pirate?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah,
Gonna
he's
go fuck
actually
the
an
queen.
amalgamation of
The Dollar
multiple
Tree
characters, though.
Yeah.
Jack
Oh, dude.
Sparrow.
Yeah. He was not
No, because
Greyjoy.
ultimately, I think that if they are going to go the route of the women, then you're going to have like the White Walkers, and what's his name? Euron teaming up
Euron.
somehow, or Euron being able to control them, or something like that, and that's going to be the main threat, and it's up to these powerful women to do it.
Right. Well, so
But that's why it also creates a divide between Arya and
yeah, because she's wait a minute. Arya and who?
Arya and her sister.
Oh, Sansa.
Why? Why would
Because-
Sansa care?
Well, no, because they're one of them's going to be for it, one of them's against it, and I don't know which one yet. You got to throw that drama in there to do it.
Okay, I was gonna say because both of them hate Cersei.
Yes.
And they're not crazy about Dany to begin
well,
with.
they don't even know who
Yeah.
Dany
That's
is.
true. You're right.
You know, so get out of the show, Gina, and come.
I
with it.
know.
Yeah, well, that's a good one though. But I couldn't see why they would join forces with her. Now,
No, I don't know either, but I don't speak powerful women.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I was just assuming.
One of the deals
Um,
has to be about Tyrion getting like thrown in the black cell.
Yeah,
If he
it'll
ends
be
up
something
with
like that.
Dany. Yeah.
Maybe they betroth Tommen to Daenerys, potentially.
Wait a minute, say that one. Tom and did. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So do
Well,
we
that
think?
might be a good way for Sansa to take sides against Cersei and Dany if Cersei and Dany want to keep Tyrion imprisoned,
Mhm.
and then maybe she kind of has feelings for the husband she had of like 3 days.
Or just not even feelings, but she feels like honored bound to try to help him.
Yeah.
Because
Because he didn't have sex with her.
he tried to shield her from the other Lannisters. Not as much in the show as in the books he was pretty good about it too.
He
that'd
tried to
be-
sleep with her more than he did in the show.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
well, I
show
mean, he
was
got
kinda like,
naked
I'm not
right
gonna
in
do
front of
anything.
her. And
Exactly.
he's just like, you can have me if you want me, but I'm not going to force myself on you.
Yeah. Now, if Tyrion, just off topic for a sec, if Tyrion does end up with Dany, let's just say they cross the sea, they get to Westeros, and she's like, and Aegon's there. How would they end up fighting if Tyrion's there to explain to Dany, like, no, this is a plus. The reason he did this is my fault. Like he could, even though he's gotten more villainous.
Okay, that could also lead into another plot twist sort of thing that he doesn't end up with Dany. Him and Dany never form an alliance. He's with a young Griff and all that.
Well, right now he's with Jorah, and they're part of a sellsword company. 1 second, buddy. sellsword company that is turning side to Danny, most likely. Speak among yourselves for a second.
So the idea is maybe he never meets Danny and instead ends up being Fagon's advisor.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
she just
potentially.
doesn't accept him because
Or she doesn't accept him because he's a Lannister, and it'll look terrible
and
to
he's with
align with
Jorah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember their relationship with that. She's a little bit more harsher
Yeah, in the
about
book.
him in the books.
Yep.
Like she
Mhm.
she feels like he's just as bad as everyone who's ever done anything to her. Like
Yep. Sold her out for gold.
Yeah.
You know, so in
Yeah.
her mind, she's part of that prophecy. You know, betrayed for gold. Yeah, I could see her turning them away. And maybe he does find out that young Griff, you know, maybe I don't think he knows where he is right now in the books that young Griff is like conquering, but maybe he finds out and he's like, Jorah, let's go. Yeah, that's a good idea. I actually like that.
Because where's Selmy at the moment?
Selmy is fighting for Danny.
Oh, that's right. He's
Yeah,
fighting at the
Battle of Fire.
Yep.
Yeah. Does he make it out alive?
No, he gets killed in the alleyway.
Yeah.
He said
Even
this
if
time
he-
it's by a little girl.
I want to say he doesn't, but Danny did. I mean, Danny comes back now. She's going to be harsher because she tried the peaceful queen, you know, act with the Grey Grace or the Green Grace and all his Dar marrying him. And like none of it worked. She still got, you know, people out to get her, try to kill her. That's why she's where she is right now. When she gets back, does she side with Selmy, who threw her husband in prison and took pretty much martial law over the city, or does she like punish him for that? Because he kind of talks about that in the sample chapters. Like,
Yeah.
like he will be held responsible for what he did, but for right now,
But
Well,
not
he
now,
can't
but
be
right
held
now he's needed.
responsible.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
He was touching her face.
That was deep.
No, it was only on the face. It was surface level.
Yeah, surface level. That's right. That's right. But I mean, they've had a really good rapport, even in the books, him telling her stories about her brother, humanizing, you know, the brother that she only knew through
They were merely
series.
freshmen.
Oh, you asked.
I just wanted to give it a little bit more out there for those that didn't pick up on it, like all of you.
That was awesome, though. Sansa will marry the Vale boy and become queen of both lands. I could see that. He wants, first of all, he doesn't, he's like a child still, but he trusts her, like replace like that mommy figure. So she totally can wrap that kid around her finger.
Oh no, what happened to the
Do
mummy?
you mean Sweet Robin or Harry the Heir?
Yeah, Sweet Robin. Harry the Heir is gonna get.
Oh, okay.
He's a dead man.
Okay.
They want us to think he means something, but he's gonna end up dead. And I bet you, Littlefinger's plan the whole time was to marry Sansa to Sweet Robin, get rid of Harry, and then also get rid of Sweet Robin once she is married to him and they're officially, she's gonna have to consummate it, which that's hilarious. But once she does and he dies, she's the queen.
Well, you know which part of the body you'll go for first.
Exactly.
Finger.
He's a titty man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Arya will be the lady.
And how
of the
sad is that? I mean, if she does get pregnant and he lives through the pregnancy and like he wants to nurse off of her along with the baby because he gets jealous of his own heir.
Where did you just go?
what?
Wow, that was dark.
I stepped away for a
Tina,
second.
that's why God gave women two boobs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Silly me.
Mad just
Yeah,
got
but which one
blindsided.
gets the big one? Because they're different sizes.
Well, he's older, so of course he
Yeah.
does.
He
Come on,
needs, he
that's a
needs more
stupid question.
sustenance.
Yeah.
First come, first
Stannis is
serve.
still alive. Book stopped at Jon stabbed. Stannis is still fighting people where he will win the battle on that lake with the lights making the people think it's the
Oh,
village.
what? He's not
and-
going to get cut down like a coward at a tree?
Yeah, do your duty. And he's not going to
Duty.
sacrifice his daughter for a good spring day.
It was half a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope it'd be more than that.
It was like a mild afternoon.
It was like, oh wow, I
Yeah.
can take off my like winter coat for a bit and just put
Yeah,
on,
well,
I don't know, a
And
fleece.
she was only 12. Had she been in her early 20s, it would have been a full day, but she's only like a kid.
Yeah, yeah. and
No,
she
no,
was in
no.
school.
It's the other way. If she was younger, it would have been.
Oh
You-
man, a
you would've got
baby will
more
buy
out of the
you at
younger.
least a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. At least a month. Kirsty Angel throwing out some good stuff. Dane, spelled Dane, means dead, dead one, Old Norse. And Danny's name, Misa,
Misa.
mother, equals mummy, mummification.
Mm.
And the Amethyst Empress, originally being resurrected, probably plays into Daughter of Death. I love when you come up
There
with
was also
crazy
there was
shit. I
also
love it.
mention of mummies in that in the House of the Undying as well.
Yep.
So
Mm.
What will happen with Lady Stoneheart in the book? She's still a
I don't
factor. Is that
care.
on
That's
your
the
list
worst
anywhere?
part of it. It
Grant?
takes me right out of the whole story.
What, Lady Stoneheart?
Yeah, the whole ghost mom
She's not a
bullshit.
ghost.
she's not a
She's a
ghost. She's a zombie.
she's
Oh, sorry, a
She's a
zombie.
fire white. She's not even a zombie, really. She may
Was he
not
dead?
be.
She was dead in the
for a
water
couple
for 2
days.
weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Oh,
she's
we-
undead.
She's no, because she has the fire of R'hllor.
Is she
in her.
walking?
She's walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
Yep.
just has to hold the big gash in her throat in order to talk. So it's
Yeah,
Right,
that's
because
true.
he's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's
So
a
she's
little,
walking.
more
Well, I mean,
vengeful.
most-
most
dead.
a little more
most ladies
vengeful.
back then held onto their gash. So
There you go.
Oh,
There you
Oh.
go. Padum-pum.
oh.
Oh my God.
The more you think about it, right, the longer it
It gets
sits
worse.
there.
It just gets worse. Oh my God. Just old Nan.
What was that?
Oh my God.
the best part about it is man has no context to that. So he thinks you're thinking about an old lady's twat now. Well, I mean, technically you are, but
You don't know, Winter Boy. Hey guys, let me say goodnight to my kids. They just walked in.
that's why she's always knitting. Keep her hands busy.
That's
She
horrible.
He's
So
the one that
she's
said it.
Was incorrect. They're not going to bed yet. They're just playing on the
Oh.
floor next to me.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Just like a kitten.
Yeah, please send super chats so I can afford these children.
if you don't, he's gonna send one back.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Return
Freaking
to
gash.
sender.
Ugh.
Old Nan will hide you.
That is the
You think-
worst
you think
Elvis
they're
I've ever
expensive
heard.
Now? You think they're
It's
expensive
Jamaican.
now? Wait for you putting those two girls through college tuition at the same time.
That's
That was a
where
nice
you're wrong. They're gonna be
$50,000 a
electricians.
year.
I was about to say, I was like, no, they're gonna be plumbers. That's where the
Yeah.
I
money
was
is.
gonna say
Yeah.
one's gonna be a plumber, the other one's gonna be a mechanic. So that way he's got that.
No. You
They're
got
gonna have to marry a
electrician.
carpenter and an electrician. So that
My son
way,
could be
no
one of
matter what
those.
happens,
Yeah, we can have like a whole contracting crew. It'd be awesome. Nothing.
Wow.
Stay out of it. Stay out of it, kid. Excuse me. Hold on one second.
that could work. I like Jane's that I mean that's one that logically makes sense. We're not going for stuff so logical, but
But only after being ousted from King's Landing, she will rule the Western lands and Ireland. So, yeah, a lot of people think the Seven Kingdoms will be broken up after this. So she's saying, all right, that you have Castle Rock, which is out of gold, but the Iron Islands are off the coast. They can rule that section. That might happen. A lot of people think Sansa will rule the north and the Erie.
Ugh.
I can only see something like that happens if Arya dies saving her. So then it's going to be like no, I have to rule this for my sister who I didn't give a shit about for 4 books.
What? Give me a second. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I wish I could full screen.
That's awesome. I'm calling Santa in the morning. We're subtracting presents. That's
Yeah,
what
listen
Mom
to
used
them
do.
cry. Cry
used to do
boy.
that. She'd have like a little notebook with each of our names and a column. And then if we started doing like really crappy shit between Thanksgiving and Christmas, she would start doing the -1 present. Okay, this one's minus
What?
another present. Oh yeah. I was a super bitch.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing like pitting your kids against each other. It works well.
I mean, it makes them stronger, like Gamora and Nebula.
That's
I
very
mean,
true. I didn't think about it that way.
it's just a mafia way, I guess.
True. True. Hey,
Uh,
you better
so
act
Cersei
right
had-
or I'll take away a present. I don't know why I did it like John Travolta
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah,
in Grease.
Sunday Night Fever, whatever it was.
Yeah. That's not quite Chicago or Italian.
So crazy. Like DCF just knocked on the door. It was so weird. No, just kidding.
We don't know what
Um,
DCF is here in Texas.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
I thought you said DTF. I was like, okay,
I think it's
that's the weird-
CPS here,
Okay.
which is confusing because that's also the electric company here. So you're like, wait, you're calling CPS for the lights or the kids?
They should just combine
Yeah.
services.
There you go.
These kids are gonna kill me tonight. All right. Plot twist: Sons of Mary Stannis. You never know. She's already married to a Lannister. Can't break that. Just want.
I mean, he's still
Jaime-
married.
Yeah, that's true too. He's married and has a side piece. And she's married. So, listless receptionist. I just want Jaime and Brienne to live. That got me the worst. Yeah, I mean, I hope they live. And after he deflowers her, he's like, I'm out. I'm going back to my sister
Yep.
for loving.
That's how
Oh.
bad of a lay you have to be. That this
Yeah.
guy's just like, you know what? I've got to go bang my sister again. Like,
Yeah, and let's not forget in the books, like the woman who played her is like a tall model. She's a large model. She's a pretty woman for her size. But the one in the book like has pimples and looks just not
And
like
she's all
Walt, not a
scarred and
woman.
beaten up because
Yeah.
she is a knight, basically.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. We'll come back to Kirsty Angel's one about her. She gets that stuff going. We'll take a look at that. Danny will marry John. Is that a twist? Jamie marries Brienne. That would be a twist. Lady Stoneheart will crown John and die in peace. Yeah, that's one she does have Rob's crown. If she's still in there, Catelyn Stark knew who Rob made his heir.
we would know she's still in there because she would do the exact opposite that she needs to do.
Right.
Because that would make her Catelyn Stark.
Absolutely.
Is
Absolutely.
she listening to anyone? No, she's not. She's doing her own thing. No,
No,
yeah,
she
she's
is
in there.
listening to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the worst. The worst. But Lady Stoneheart knows who the heir is, has the Iron Crown. We still have Mage Mormont, I think her name is, and somebody else is with her in the neck, with the actual will, with Howland Reed. So there's a lot. She's gonna either be a really important character or like some plot twist is you think she is going to be, and then she hands the crown to some rando, and they go. I don't know.
George is pretty good at foreshadowing a lot of stuff over
Mhm.
the way.
Yes.
And I noticed earlier on that he talks a lot about how like bastards can't be trusted, and how like midgets and like Tyrion he's
Mhm.
perceived as
Excuse me.
someone that's
Let's be
Yeah, LPs.
politically.
I
They're
forget, yeah, like, you
vertically
can't say that
challenged.
over there.
Vertically
Yeah.
challenged. Yep.
Yeah, so less
Others
than normal
leave
people size.
height.
So
Otherly
like,
heightened.
okay, Mads Fantasy we'll go with.
Yeah.
People that you can't really trust. Do you think that would play into Tyrion and Daenerys? Do you think that he might the big twist will be that he'll actually end up betraying her?
I mean, he has gotten more and more villainous.
Yeah, he's not Peter Dinklage. He's
No,
Peter Dinklage in real
no.
life.
Yeah, they right.
Yeah.
He hates little people. No, Tyrion is become what they say he is. You know, like
Yeah.
he's allowed himself.
He's now got a taste for strangling women.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Little, he's killed one,
2.
and well, I don't know about the second one because I'm
I
pretty
thought
sure.
it was hands and neck until her breath got taken away. I usually take that as
Yeah, but isn't she in the? She's in the sample chapters.
She's helping him get ready for battle.
Yeah, she has. He talks about her being in her misshaped stuff. So these kids are gonna kill me. I'll be right back. Sorry about that again. We'll move on to do. All right.
So
that'd be a
is it
twist.
possible for Sweet Robin to grow up and be normal? Does
That
he
would be a
have
twist.
the emotional stability?
Yeah, but who
He's
does?
angry all the time. He's angry all the time. I mean, but like
Yeah.
he's not even a teenager yet, and he's angry and vengeful.
That's why they call him Sweet Robin.
Mm. Good
Well, I don't know.
call.
Like it's possible depending on who he has around.
Now, do we think that when Sansa marries Sweet Robin, if that's a possibility, is it going to be as Sansa or as her, other name as the
No,
pretend bastard of?
she'll have to come out as Sansa
Well,
Stark.
because
Right.
they
'Cause it
would if
means
she
nothing.
was just if she was just a commoner, then
Yeah.
he couldn't marry her.
Right. Can I help you, dude? Go with your sister. Keep talking. Sorry.
No, this is fine. He's going all
Let
Italian.
Daddy make money and talk to his friends.
I'm already up $2, guys. I'm already up $2. Thank you, Jane Theory. Oh my God.
That's like, at least one, McDonald's hamburger.
Yeah.
I have to feed my children.
Yeah. I can.
Oh, you just have the
Yeah.
dollar
No,
menu over there.
yeah. We got the dollar menu for it's $2. So yeah, I can get a cheeseburger. Thank you, Jane. I don't know. Let's see. What
I'll
is?
be back in a minute, guys.
Yeah. Oh, give us another one real quick.
Okay, so the other one. So I had the Tyrion betrays Daenerys victims. Okay, I mean this is one that I think we've spoken about, but Bran Stark is actually the true villain of the story.
Okay. Thank you.
Him being in the Werewood Network has corrupted him, or that was always the purpose.
Right. Yeah, thank you. We've talked about this a bunch of times. I've said if Bran is going to be, let's say, not because he has the best story, but somehow he does become the king at the end. Yeah, I know. I agree, buddy. He is, once he truly taps into the Weirwood net, at some point he'll no longer be Bran Stark. He'll be part of the green seers that network of green seers that have died.
So we're saying that Bloodraven was also part of the problem and he's just the replacement for Bloodraven to continue to feed the Werewood net?
Yeah, I think Bloodraven in a way, we only see glimpses of him. Like when he asks him, "Are you the three-eyed crow?" and he's like, "I once wore the black." Like that's him, but then all of a sudden he kind of changes. And I feel like, the tree takes over.
Gotcha. There's
Yeah.
less and less of a human there.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, Jane. That's an applause, not even serious. Jane Theory for $10 super sticker, and it is lovely.
It's a rolling and laughing pair with
with a headband on.
yeah.
So she's having a good time, and I like seeing that. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thanks, Jane.
Oh, looks like the kids are getting a Happy Meal.
Yeah, we're moving on. No, don't tell them that. They could share, maybe like a cheeseburger meal or something. I'm getting something good. the wall is an ancient dragon egg or has one in it. Well, we were told, I don't know if people know this, George wrote a children's book, which is kind of funny to think about. And it's the Ice Dragon. And he was asked at a con or something once, you know, are there ice dragons in Westeros? And he said yes, and they are much bigger than breathing dragons. So the
Well, I
wall
mean, and
very
the
big.
show showed an ice dragon. That was the only reason why I would suggest something like that.
Mm,
Was because maybe he mentioned about the wall like that, and they've just gone, "Oh, I like that ice dragon. We're going to use that, but scrap
right,
everything else."
right. But
Can we
it's
put a
what did
polar
he?
bear in?
Yeah, what did they say again? It was he was a dead dragon, dead ice dragon. That's it. Um, yeah, that that would be kind of cool if like there's not just one, but like every certain miles there's one. And they're controlled by who would they be controlled by? Because there is a weirwood tree underneath the wall. You have brought it up, Grant, many times. There's roots. Um, could it be
Yeah,
that
there's
the
roots.
others?
There's roots, and when Brand passes through it, something grips on his face, and it's warm and it's salty.
Right.
Has a taste of iron. So,
Yeah.
and he wasn't anywhere near a priest. So,
Yeah, true. So yeah, it could be. It could be something like that. That'd be pretty interesting.
Now, the horn that they found along with the dragon glass, is that the horn that's supposed to bring the wall down, or do we know what the
the
purpose
horn
of that
wakes up
horn
the
is?
trees that are inside, and the trees shake because that's how the ancient things were worded. The horns make the trees react.
Yeah, it makes the
So
ground
it,
Gotcha.
shake.
it makes the
That's what
ground
people
shake. It,
think.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Now, someone told me, because I used to say that a lot. I always said, that horn, go figure, it looks like nothing impressive, but it actually is the horn of winter. But someone said no, it's one of the Rangers' horns. And there's a way to know it, but I forget. I'll have to,
what Joromon's horn?
no, yeah, well, that's the horn of winter. No,
Yeah.
like
That's real.
one of the people that was with Benjamin Stark. And I can't
Right.
remember why they said it. It like had something about it. I don't know. I always thought maybe it's the horn of winter. That would be kind of cool, but maybe too on
Winter
the
cool. I
nose.
see. Yeah.
What's up, Sam?
It can only be used by cold hands. It needs the breath of the dead to be able to.
The icy dead.
Ooh, that's
Mm.
interesting.
The dead, but not dead.
Yeah. Cold
You
hands.
know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, cold hands.
So the question is, if there is no Night King,
There is no Night King.
so
Yeah.
what is driving the others?
Euron.
Climate control. I think there has to me, because people think, okay, there was a pact. Now the history books kind of go, there was a pact between man and the children of the forest done in the God's Eye, or yeah, right on the Isle of Faces.
Isle of Faces.
Yep.
So.
The deal was heavy-handed on the side of man. They get pretty much everything.
Maybe it was
and
like a lease, like Hong Kong. You can have everything, but we are going to take it back in like 1,000 years.
2035. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the White Walker attack, I believe, comes after the pact. And you never hear about, except for, well, actually, let me rephrase that. 'Cause I'm wrong. Yeah, they do. I swear it comes after the pact.
All right, give me a second.
Yeah, look that up. Because that's how I always remember it. And the last heroes, I was going to say it was the children being pissed about the deal they made. So they either created or infuriated the White Walkers to do their job for them because they can't break a pact. Or the pact happened after, and part of the deal was the White Walkers got something and they never got it. So now they're like, all right, we're going to tear shit up. Anyone?
That makes sense.
Bueller? Night King is just warging into dead bodies to animate them. But if they were part of a pact, maybe they do have a leader. If there's a Night King, Tina, what were you gonna say? Because I forgot now.
No. I actually would. It was just an open question for me. I'm like, is there any one force that is driving them? Is it whatever? I mean,
Yeah,
it can't be the god of R'hllor. Isn't it an opposing force to that,
right.
or
Well,
something
he also
totally
isn't just black
unexpected?
and
Yeah.
white with things. Yeah, he's not just black and white with things. So it's not going to be like they're just evil and they want to turn the world to ice. It's not going to be that. There's
Right.
gonna be something that
No,
they
so
want.
from the notes that I've got written down here, the pact happened after the creation of the White Walkers, but the Long Night was several thousand years after that.
Wait a minute, say it again. Yeah, the pact
Yeah,
was
so the pact was approximately 10,000 years ago.
yes,
The
right.
arrival of the first men was 12,000 years ago. In between
Yep.
that time was when the creation of the White Walkers happened.
So it was from 12,000 to 10,000. Not out. Not
Yeah,
like okay.
within that time period.
Okay.
And then the Long Night was approximately 8,000 years ago. So 2,000 years after the pact was done.
So how do we know the White Walkers were made in that time?
It just says that they appeared around that time.
Okay, but they didn't come hard until like 8,000 years ago.
I don't know how hard they come, but
Because yeah, the Age of Heroes happens before that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
with
because
like
the first men arrived
Bran the
12,000 years.
Builder and all those
Yeah.
guys. Okay. Okay. That let's see. So
Yeah, so basically what I've got written down, it states that the White Walkers were likely created as a weapon during the initial conflicts between the first men and the children, based on... Okay, I should have actually put the links into it. Yeah, so that's what I've got in my notes.
Yep.
Need to digitize my notes better so I can just have a link, so I can just click on it and find the...
So real quick in the pact, so they both wanted to see war come to an end. The wisest of both races prevailed, and the chief heroes and rulers of both sides met upon the Isle of the God's Eye to form the pact, giving up all the lands of Westeros, save for the deep forest, save for just the deep forest. The children won from the first men the promise that they would no longer cut down the weirwoods, the first men. Let me read that again. Giving up all the lands of Westeros, save for the deep forest, comma, the children won from the first men the promise that they would no longer cut down the weirwood. So they would get the deep forest. The first men would get everything else, but they won't cut down the weirwoods. All the weirwoods of the isle on which the pact was forged were then carved with faces so the gods could witness the pact, and the order of the green men was made afterwards. So really, we don't get more than that. I always thought there was way more to it. Like they had to pray to the weirwood trees. It doesn't even say that. It just says they would stop cutting them down. That
Well, I
changes.
guess so over a period of time when, one generation to the next generation says you can't touch that tree, you can't do that one, that tree's special, it's sacred,
Yeah.
whatever it is, then you could see why people started to revere it.
Now, once people started to revere it, you think maybe that was what really ticked off the children of the forest? They're like, dude, we told you to stop chopping down our God, our gods on earth, like living trees are our gods and our ancestors. Do you think they got pissed that they started to worship them? It's like, who are you guys to worship the trees you used to cut down? Because they live
knows?
so much longer
Maybe-
lives,
Maybe worshipping is something that doesn't actually benefit them. How certain gods need people to believe in them. Maybe it's the opposite for what they would consider the old gods.
Maybe.
Or maybe because they're calling them the old gods.
Right. Sam asks, the others and the whites are separate. Yes. Yes. The others are the White Walkers. The White Walkers create whites from reanimating the dead. What's up, Ancient One? Gurm came up with the Night King for the TV series. He hasn't been revealed in the book. I believe in the books he might be up north still, safe in a hidden forest, in the land that's always winter. Cold Hands, Warm Heart. Could Cold Hands be connected to the blue heart Danny sees in House of the Undying? That isn't that heart like above the guys that like pretty much had her like tied up. The little men that like are taking her vitality, you know, the ones in the House
ones
of the
that's sucking it
Undying.
dry.
Yeah, yeah, or doing other things to her. I don't know. But yeah, those old weird like creatures. I don't know. Maybe. And you're like, yes. Why do you scream yes?
Yeah, makes sense.
It kind of does.
Someone's got a cold heart. They've got cold hands.
True. True.
Well, so I've been divorced, so I know what cold hands are.
All right, let's get another one. What's another one?
I put like 20 in the chat.
Okay. Let's see then. All right. Drogon abandons Danny.
Yep.
What would cause that?
I wanted to go exploring. You know what kids are like.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. The only thing I could say to that is like right now he's not listening to her at all.
No.
So he doesn't.
Is the other one still locked up?
No, the other two are broke out because of Quentin. Quentin like
Oh,
let
that's
him
right.
through.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still alive. Twist. I believe that.
Why?
You know, that's one of the Preston Jacob ones. Like, you know, he broke it down, and yes, you know, he definitely gets burned. But the way his friends act after that in the next chapters, it's just really weird. Like they try to keep people away from the body. It's all bandaged up so you can't see the person that's there. I don't know. It's we would have to go over
Yeah,
that.
because they went after the Queen's dragon.
Mm-hmm.
They could just say, "Oh, we don't know who this bloke is. We just found him." That's just as plausible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. It's just there is like this idea that he was burned, but not as bad as we think to like death. Probably like because it's he sees it at his legs first. So maybe they are hiding him, you know, so he doesn't get in trouble. I don't know. It is kind of stupid. But yeah, why would he abandon her? The only thing I could think of is he doesn't listen to her right now because she's not being a dragon. She's kind of like appeasing everyone. But maybe he then abandons her because she becomes a dragon and then goes too far. She becomes like a mad dragon. But
she ran away. He doesn't like that. He wants to go and fight.
Yeah. Well, he took her and she couldn't control him. He went to where he wanted to go.
Maybe he wants to go to Old Valyria, like what was his name?
Dan and Dave. Oh,
Baylor, fucking
no, the Black Dread.
Valerian.
Mm-hmm.
When he took the young princess there,
she came back with those weird worms that
and
had faces in her. Yeah, that was weird.
Been there.
Yeah. Who hasn't on a rough Tuesday afternoon? The faceless men take the Iron Throne. There is precedence for that in the books. The way they're like we keep seeing, is it Volantis or Bravos? One of the two. We're seeing like we keep getting like references to what's going on politically there. Because like I think maybe it is Bravos, like the old Sea Lord died. They need to vote in a new one. like one of the Sea Lords. I can't remember exactly. If anybody in the chat or one of you guys remembers, I can't remember if it's Volantis or Bravos. Because we hear about Volantis's government too with the elephants and the um,
the elephants
tigers.
and tigers.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's the 3 of them. There's also the marketplace ones that have
Right.
a huge So
Right. So we know that the Faceless Men get involved in people's political. I mean, they'll do whatever for money if they take the case or the job. So will they, come after Arya and see an opportunity while they're here and take it? I don't know. And Littlefinger has a connection to the Bank of Bravos, who has a connection to, the Faceless Men, who also I think have a connection to the Weirwood trees.
well, the Targaryens can see through weirwood trees and everything now, so
Yeah,
anything's possible.
yeah. Anybody else have anything about the abandoning? Okay,
Mad?
we'll move on. He's really into it. Brienne kills Lady Stoneheart. Well, I think a better twist would be she actually does kill Jamie. Because when we left her, like she had to choose sword or death, killing Jamie or not. They had her hung up, and she was like, "Give me a sword." And then I think, wasn't there a chapter where she meets up with him, or is that fan fiction? In this is one of the last chapters. Her
She meets up with him? Where?
no, I can't remember now. I don't know if it's fan fiction or a sample chapter or something, but in my head, I remember her meeting him and pulling him away from like the Riverlands or something instead of going back to what I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. But she is supposed to kill him for Lady Stoneheart.
Yeah,
Or
that's what
she's
I'm
gonna-
saying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That afterwards,
Does she kill Jamie and then come back and kill Lady Stoneheart? Or does she not kill Jamie? Because she's gonna
No.
have to kill one or the other.
yeah, I think she'll protect Jamie.
Yeah,
And then
she's
kill
like a
Lady
true
Stoneheart.
knight. She's a true knight. Even
Yeah.
though she did say, "Give me a sword," instead of dying. So kind of sucks there. That would be crazy. I always say his name wrong.
Lario.
No, it's Illyrio Mopa.
Lario.
He's a
It's
Sea
clearly
Lord,
written
right?
like a Spanish.
He is one of the Sea Lords, right?
No, he's a merchant.
Okay, very rich.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
stupidly
very rich. Yeah, and maybe the father of Aegon. We don't know. So in a way, if Aegon takes the throne, he does. His family line does. So a lot of people believe, okay, Aegon is a Blackfire, but all the male
Well-
Blackfires were killed in Egg's era as king. So his wife may be from the female line that's survived, because we know
Although,
that
I don't know if you know this about the Blackfires, but there was a lot of them.
there was a lot of them. There was a lot of them. Jamie is Brienne's mega thirst trap. She can't kill him. Listless
Well,
reception.
not only that, she's seen what happens when an undead or a ghostly figure does something.
Right. Shadow
an
Baby.
undead creature or something. Took away the last man that she was willing to die for.
Right. And she was with Catelyn Stark when that happened.
Yeah.
They're the only two people that saw Renly get murdered by the Shadow Baby. So wouldn't that be poetic that she has to then kill the person that saw her first love murdered and kill that woman for her second love? Wow. I don't know.
Cool. I'm excited I got back in time for you to read this.
How do you say the name? Is the D silent?
Demone?
Demone?
Demone.
Yeah,
maybe it's Canadian.
The money,
eh?
The money. That works.
While the volumes unquestionably captivate with their intriguing narrative elements, depth character and development, and overall,
Erudite.
thank you, prose, erudite
Yep.
prose. They have yet to attain fully cohesive and
Perspicuous.
it's perspicuous. This person's trying
Stop
to kill
billing
me.
a mouth.
Shut up.
Okay.
Structure in their current form. The storyline, though often engaging, does not flow with the seamless clarity that would allow readers to navigate its thematic undercurrents and evolving plot lines without occasionally feeling adrift or uncertain of the underlining design.
So you wanted that one book to be what, 2,500 pages?
That is a odd description of this stream.
I thought it was about the books, not the stream.
I have no idea. I didn't say, here's my thoughts on the books.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going with the books.
Yeah, it has to be the
Thoris though,
books.
bro.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking,
well,
Go ahead.
essentially it's saying that there's no cohesion because the story's not finished.
Well, that's any book that's not finished.
Well, no,
Yeah, I mean,
no. The way I interpreted Demonier, he's saying
Reader.
that
Maybe it's
there's
French.
there's no real structure to it.
Right.
Like it's all like cut up like it was written like what's that dude that did not Lunchbox. I never get this right. Burroughs, he did the cut method of writing where he would cut it into like 4 different pieces and I guess scramble together. Lunchbox? That's not it.
Oh,
I do this every time.
You're so smart.
Burroughs? Is it Burroughs?
Are you? Well,
Which one
Burroughs,
shot
like-
his wife in Mexico? Allegedly.
Oh, was it Burroughs? I don't know. I have no clue. But I know where you're going. What I was going to say is the idea to say does not flow with the seamless clarity that would allow readers to navigate. But we all have. Or at least I mean,
Naked
is-
Lunch.
it-
Sorry.
oh, there you go.
I
Naked
guess
Lunch.
thought of it. William S. Burroughs. Yep, I was right.
William S. Okay. The seamless clarity, like there's not supposed to be clarity yet. We're
Yeah, so
supposed
I
to be very confused.
googled which writer shot his wife in Mexico. There was a lot that came up. Yeah.
Hey, Tommy. Tommy's in the chat.
Hey, Tommy. What's up, my friend? Great channel. Check him out. Dude can swing a lightsaber, toy reviews, does it all. Man's awesome. Brian McCann says, twist, Arya's sword teacher returns and saves the day. He died so-called off screen, so I would love for him to come back.
I like
He-
him better in the TV series than the books.
He would have beat, 3 or 4 Kingsguard with a broken wooden sword? That would be dope.
I'd believe he could do it.
He was the first sword of Bravos, bro. Listless. I think we do nothing but navigate the underlining themes cause we have nothing left to read. Well, we do, but we would do that anyways. We were doing that before we thought it was only going to be a couple of years.
Well, I think it means because we're out of things to read until the next thing comes out. Yeah.
I completely
Because I
understand.
don't know if you
that.
know this. He stated he might not ever finish it.
Yeah, he did. He will. But we were already doing that, like looking at all the underlining themes because we had enjoyed the book so much. Like we were doing that before Dance with Dragons came out. And then boom, oh, some were answered, some weren't. So, but D Money goes on to say to be precocious. No, I hate
Don't
you
help
guys.
him.
No,
okay,
you can't.
you're
Tina.
killing me.
What is it, Tina?
Now I can't pronounce it.
Oh, Jesus.
Perspicuous.
I don't even know what that means. And I'm not dumb. I went to college. I just didn't go to class. Our current discussion concerns the literary works themselves, their narrative intricacies, thematic coherence, and overall. You really hate me, don't you? Erudite construction. I was about to get that. Rather than the television adaptation, but we are.
Televised.
Yeah, that one too. Whatever. You knew where I was going. TV. And some of us streamed it, so I'm pretty hip.
Okay, so he's talking about the books.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, in our current
I
discussion.
mean, you could have just wrote the word books and we would have got it.
Well, it said reader up here. Overall, no shit, not that one. That would allow readers. So we knew it was the books. Does anybody want to hit that before I come out with my thesis?
I'll just hit him with K.
That was good.
Dude.
Yeah, I was
back-
gonna say,
I'm not smart enough at the moment
But,
to decipher
dude,
that.
On back when I was playing Ghost Recon, top 5 player in the world. On Xbox. Anyway,
Wow.
I would get a
name
lot of hate
dropper.
messages.
Yeah.
But I would love the ones that, I mean, they would send me, because you would only have so many characters that you could use, right? On Xbox, on 360, on the message thing. And you would have to use your controller. And I would get people that would just send novels about how much they hate me. Like 3-4 messages that had to type out with the fucking controller. And all I
Yeah.
would send back is K. Just the
That's
letter.
Awesome. That's awesome. Next time, do just TY. Thank you.
or you
Yeah.
just do a question mark,
Question mark.
or you just go YouTube, or just something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Just write the word. Just write the word appreciate you, and they're like, wait, what? No, I was calling you what? No.
That's great. Sam translated it. He said, we're discussing the books, not the series,
Damn.
and whether they make sense. That's what Sam. You and
Sam,
your
somebody
brother.
was asking about you and your brother
miss
the
you
other day,
guys.
to see if y'all were alive. I forgot who it
Yeah.
was, though.
Yeah, I
Oh.
told them that one of you had to eat the other one after you were stuck in the Alps in a plane crash. They didn't get the reference.
Are you really enjoying it, or is that sarcastic? Nevertheless, I must affirm that I am genuinely relishing the intellectually engaging discourse. I hope so, because I don't.
Oh, that must have been
feel
while I
smart.
was gone.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was deep. You missed it. Yeah.
Like touching someone's
Completely.
face.
There was, there was that moment. Do you feel like you have
I'm-
control? What movie? No. Okay.
What? I mean,
Do you feel like you have control?
no, for the life of me, I
What-
cannot remember.
That's the accent that's throwing me.
Anyone in the chat?
What made us think that we were wise and we'd never come?
Oh shit. Back to the freshmen. We were merely freshmen. Copyright. Curse the Angels. We're gonna read a couple of yours because we're gonna break them down. In Chinese myth religion, there's two guardians of the
Oh my
underworld
god, that was
called-
your Dark Knight. That was your
Thank you. Thank
fucking.
you, Bane.
I was like, why are you
Wait.
putting on such a weird
Well,
voice, like
I
you're
didn't
talking
do
into a
that.
coffee cup? And then I'm like, that's
Do
how I.
you feel like you're in control?
That's how I do my. That's how I do my like Tom Hardy impression. I just talk into a cup with a little bit of
Yeah,
an echo,
That was
and I'm
good.
just like, that's
yeah.
what it sounded like.
Do you feel like you're in control? Thank you. That's like one of the opening scenes when he's in the airplane. No big whoop.
No, I allow you to die. My
favorite line is when he went.
We need brother.
Well,
You're saying.
luckily he had Christopher Nolan, who's just known for his audio mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't it like they think of a voice for Bane? This like adrenaline filled, like chemically just juiced up
I don't
dude.
know. I was thinking someone a little bit more. I don't know, Latino.
Yeah.
You know, like the character.
But he like thought, I don't know, Walter Cronkite, because that's I believe who he like references in an interview. Like he kind of twisted how Walter Cronkite used to talk. It's like, yeah, that makes me think of the Latino.
I
guy.
mean, that's the first I'm hearing of it.
So in Chinese myth and religion, there are two guardians of the underworld, Horseface and Bullhead. In A Song of Fire, there's two characters nicknamed exactly the same names, Arya and Gendry. So will they be protecting us from the underworld? Or will they
sending
be
us there?
Yeah, will they be dead in like the guardians of the underworld? I don't know.
Well, as long as nothing bad happens to Gendry, we'll be right.
Yeah, right. Sigrid Sigra, the deceiver. Satan is the deceiver. And Baal, the bard. Baal means Lord. Lord of the bards. Ties
Christian
to
Bale.
yeah. Bane. Back to Bane. Do you feel like you're in control?
Actually, I think it's in charge. Is the line. Do you feel like you're in charge?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Damn it. Do you feel like you're in charge? Okay. Yeah, maybe that is it. Hi, honey.
Because he's talking to Littlefinger. Actually, he's talking to Littlefinger in that scene.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Poor Scott is defending to his wife. I have a serious channel here.
Yeah, I'm not a loser. There
On a
are
serious
people
channel,
watching.
I'm talking to cups, and a utensil is my icon. Like,
We're holding like at least 14 people right now, so thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. So
I have something I'm sharing
oh, you are?
before it's too far away
Yeah.
from being unrelevant. This is one of my
Okay.
favorites. Go to fuck your asshole mother, fucking gringo.
What?
This is the messages I would get on 360 during Ghost
Oh
Recon.
my god, are you kidding me?
Yeah, like fucking
what?
cheating.
Wait, what was that? Can we get the person that does the big long speak to translate that into like
Oh,
intellectual talk?
Or have you seen the guy who turns like messaging and commenting into songs?
yeah. I was just listening to it earlier.
She stole my broccoli casserole recipe.
I like this one
So-
because at the end, some dude just sent me "I am a potato" for no reason.
Oh.
See,
does
if he
he
wanted to
mean
be
he's
relevant,
the
he would have said, "I'm a
potato or you
banana."
are?
I don't know what he's saying. He's a potato.
So
I don't know
he-
what it
or-
means.
So it's not meaning like you're the potato. I am a potato. He's saying I'm a potato.
I don't know.
I'm a potato.
Maybe he was saying he was really fried.
So what were you doing
Winning.
during these games? Oh.
So
okay.
He
I
got to play
talked
with
to-
the
Playing
hero.
well.
I
it
talked a lot of shit, but not like, oh yeah,
Doesn't
your
sound
mom
like
is
you.
this, or like, oh, I'm gonna go bang your mom. Now I would like throw daggers at your soul. Swear to Christ, if your grammar better be on point if you're gonna message me, because I'm gonna point
And
everything
you're
out.
gonna really like the episode of Yellowstone this week. I won't say anything about it, but Beth does an awesome dress down of somebody, all psychological and everything. It was great.
Yeah, she is. I would like her to be like a press secretary or something. Hightowers.
I still think that you should
Paramore-
have got Jones as press secretary.
Jack
Etymology-
Yellowstone would be awesome.
Oh my god. Turn to the frog's gay. Plays into succubus, incubus, and he was born twisted, which they're also said to be something and or with wings. And first succubus in the Bible, Lilith tower ties into Queen Hive. Well, geez, you got me lost on that one.
Man, poor Lilith, she gets such a bad rap. She just picked the wrong man to be a husband. That was all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Choices were a little
Did
limited.
she even
I'll give
pick?
you that.
Did she even pick? I think she was like, dude, we never really got married. I just, I was made next to you, not with your rib, so she don't owe him nothing.
to you.
And to finish that, a
Like
succubus,
trends.
incubus appears in people's dreams to seduce them, reproduce. Mel is literally, yeah, she is the personification of a succubus, right down to draining Stannis of his life force. Yeah, he made what, 2 shadow babies in the book, and she's like, yeah, the third one will kill you. That is damn
That's how
true.
bad of a lay he is.
Yeah. Very much alive. Sam wants to let you know.
What about Nick?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I always thought it would be Sam that would be the
he
one that would walk away.
consumed him. He's just having fun. Getting some crazy, so crazy. The entire cast crew of Game of Thrones are performing a bunch of bizarre rituals about the big winter and undead. That is,
Oh man, were they praying to a giant owl?
they might,
made
you
out of
never
wood?
know. In Cali. Yeah, all right. I have no clue. So let's finish this off with a good one. Grant, pick one you really like.
Um,
I got one.
Okay.
Hodor returns as a right,
There's
Close.
no R. There's no R.
as a wheat.
What?
What?
He was going to say Wiggett, but he thought that's too close to another word.
Damn it! I knew I shouldn't have stolen it from the chat.
See, I don't think that's a twist. Don't we all think that? Like, if the hold the door thing is,
Yeah, no.
that was.
I put that in before you said one more.
Oh, okay, good. So Lady Stoneheart kills John. So
That's why she's
We're-
heading north, because she knows he's going to come back, and then she's got to kill him.
because he's R'hllor. Well, they're both would be R'hllor though.
No, just because she really hates bastards. So
Well, I mean, she
yeah.
did die with like.
This is how petty she is. She came back for revenge, not against him,
Yep.
but against her stepson, essentially.
And just while she's at it, she's killing anybody that was involved in the Red Wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Does John come back? I mean,
No, I don't think he comes back.
do you think that, like, with everyone knowing, okay, John didn't really die for like the last X amount of years, George is gonna be like, oh well, I'm changing that.
I think that's
Yeah.
why. I literally think that's why it took him so long to rewrite the books.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's in his head. He may get in his head about like, oh, should I not do this because of the show? But that's gonna have all these different consequences into further to the story that he had planned out. But as I've always said, he's a gardener.
You have said that a lot. So yeah, he is a
If I'm known
gardener.
for anything, it's that.
Yes, you are.
I'm hearing this now for the first time.
No, it's like I never would have thought of that, but he is right. Like
Yeah,
the way he
He's a
writes,
plumer.
there's no outline. He just, if there's something that needs to be snipped, he prunes.
Pruner.
So
Damn it.
I think definitely the fact that it's taken so long to do it. He's just like, you know what? I had this story in line. What was going to happen in the TV show was actually going to happen, but now I've
Mhm.
got to change it. The most dramatic thing that he can do is don't bring John back.
Right.
I
that
don't
would be
know, man.
awesome.
That would.
But then
suck.
Scared myself.
Who I like the book John way more than I like Kid
The
Harington.
show, John?
Yeah.
McQueen.
Even
What-
even
what is-
before, even before then, I just I
don't
never
want-
believed he was as smart as he was supposed to be in the books.
So do you feel like John is smart?
He was
I
more
feel like
lucky
John's
than good.
very smart.
I think he's very perceptive and learned a lot from Ned, learned a lot from Joramont
Rob.
or Mormont, from Stan. Like he picks up from everybody. But if he comes back, which most likely he will, and
I
let's
I don't know
say
what
he's
the crows think of him.
mm,
Will they
I
still
think
ask him
in
for
the-
corn?
call him king.
I think in the show he reminds me a lot of Orlando Bloom in Heaven of Kingdom, where I just could not
Yes.
believe that anybody's gonna follow this guy. Same
Right.
thing with Matthew
Come
Broderick.
on!
Kingdom of Heaven, you mean? Kingdom of
Huh?
Heaven,
Kingdom
you
of
mean?
Heaven, yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Kingdom
Heaven of
of
Kingdom.
Heaven.
Heaven of Kingdom. You know what I mean. Or Matthew Broderick in Glory. I love that movie.
I
But-
would have followed him up that hill too.
The fuck I would.
No,
Yeah.
no way in the world.
No.
And the last guy you would think would follow him up that hill, Denzel Washington did.
Yeah, that
I love that movie.
that movie's so good.
So good. It's so
I just don't buy his character.
no,
Yeah.
not at all. Like I buy him at the beginning because he is like this, aristocratic, like,
Yeah,
northerner. But
He's
Yeah.
he's just like he is in real life.
yeah, it's a definite.
he-
you should review it.
Did he kill someone in Ireland in the movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I don't know if he did kill it, but yeah, because he killed 3 people and got away with it.
Well, I mean, he
didn't even
had
have
to
to
kill
change- he didn't-
somebody.
He didn't even have to change sexes like Bruce.
You got him.
Wow, that was good. That was good.
Allegedly, by the way.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, he was set up. Paparazzi. John doesn't really give off leader vibes. He's
Don't
a
want it.
sullen, sulky teenager. Not as
Completely different
much-
in the books.
He doesn't
Right.
show like he grows up in A Dance with Dragons. He tries to do what is right, and that's what gets him stabbed. Well, no, actually, what gets him stabbed is what he does wrong. Like,
Well, it's the knives that get him stabbed.
yeah, the knives. Yeah, no, you're right. Damn it. You're
So you're saying he
smart.
should have killed them all and not just.
He should have dodged. No,
Well,
like
yeah.
He should have taped phone books or the Westeros equivalent to phone books around his torso.
Or the front guard to a fireplace.
Yeah.
All the
Or at
messages
least
from the
told
Ravens.
Ghost he was a
should have
good
went in there.
boy.
What he should have done. I mean, he can't come back and get. He would get revenge, not justice, because those guys had all the right in the world to stab him. He literally said, "I'm going south to save my sister and kill Bolton and get him out of Winterfell." That is against the oath he took. He was supposed to.
Oh, by the way, wildlings are now free to do what they want.
Yeah, that too. He definitely tried to bring. It was too quick. It was too quick. I mean, I understand why he had to do it, and he was right to do it, but he doesn't even explaining it. He doesn't get it through to people. So in that way, he's definitely not a good.
Yeah, he's a bad communicator.
Yeah, bad
Okay,
communicator. What is this?
When I was finding those chats, I came across this classic that we have to share for anyone that may have not seen this.
Because Poison is glam rock.
No, no, they're not. They're a hair band.
Poison.
Poison. Yeah, that's Belle Biv DeVoe. Now you know. So Rick Blow. She's driving me out of my mind. That's why this got so hard to find. I don't think I ever noticed that. Out of my head, kiss her, miss her, love her. That girl is poison.
That's my favorite part.
I held the pause
Like,
longer.
January. Damn it, Grant.
That's wait, it's fine.
Never trust a big body to smile. That girl is poison. I really got into that.
Down had.
Am I too loud? What am I saying? Come here. What did I say?
Funny.
Oh, okay. I'll stop singing then.
How long my hair was?
That was good, man. You actually showed
You
yourself.
didn't even have a beard then. My God.
Yeah.
I really thought I had everyone. Hey, we'll all be on screen. That's what people want to see. But it's,
Well,
hey,
I
it's
would, but I
always
got
you.
everything set up
You
for
tell me that
game.
every week. Every week.
Because every week that's how it is. Fine, next week. Next
right.
time we do it, I
You
will
think you're
turn
sitting
everything
there in
around.
your gaming chair. I don't.
Oh,
It's
like
fine.
the gaming chair you're in?
Yeah. Well, I found this at the dump.
You found it at what were you doing at the dump?
Oh, we
Looking-
bring our garbage.
Looking
to
for
the
shoes?
Oh, you bring your garbage to the dump?
Yeah, if not, you have to pay for it, and that's bullshit. So you just throw it in the back of a truck or the SUV, bring it there, dump it. They have a donation section. I saw this bad boy, and all it had was a little rip, like little rip. I was like, I'm taking that.
I'm sorry, just real quick. I don't know how donations work in Maine
It's
or
not-
whatever New England area you're in, but
I'm not
Clam chowder.
usually, but
Chada.
in Texas, when it's donations, it's where you drop things off, not where you pick things up.
They're donated by one to be picked up by another.
I don't
Where
think-
what do you have wrong?
You know,
with-
it's give a penny,
It's
take
like
a penny. It's the
recycling.
same thing.
I drop off some crappy toys and I get little treasures. So that's how that
Yeah,
rolls.
and then I take the lounge that someone had there in the back of their car. You know,
Dude,
like
you guys don't know
normal stuff.
how much I've taken. I got a brand new Kirby. I have a deli slicer now, like old school deli. I love that place.
Oh. If someone's
love
dropping off
Kirby
a deli
vacuums.
slicer
We paid-
to a dump, they've cut a body up on it.
I'm
I
embarrassed to
cleaned
say
it.
we paid full. We didn't pay full price, but we paid the $1,000 for the Kirby vacuum.
Yeah, the one I got brand new with all the attachments.
from the
Right.
donation
Retails,
site.
retails around $1,100. No big deal. They call it the lipstick Kirby. No big deal. Thank you.
What does that even
Was that-
mean? Is it
I
a
don't know.
lesbian? Does it have sex with other vacuum
No, it's
cleaners?
sleek. It looks like old style and it has like a red and it's hot. I'll post a picture of it. Don't you
I
worry.
picked up something from the trash and it's hot. You literally that's what you just said.
It's a lipstick
Uh,
lesbian.
Kirsty's asking Sporking if you can open this link. What link?
Link below.
I don't see a link.
Just put
Yeah,
it
there's
below.
not there.
Oh, okay. This link of Night's Watch animated vid and go to 1510 mark. Who's that atop the wall in an in ancient history with a backpack on his back. We will do that when we in a couple minutes when we go over to Rumble. Just share that. Go ahead and share it. No, we're done here on YouTube. So thank you, YouTube. We love you. But we're gonna watch that trailer that you were 28 years later. Yeah.
He hasn't even seen 28 weeks later.
I don't care. I want to see the thingy.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he
even sure if
has.
he's
The
seen
Morg, the
28
black guy.
days.
I may have seen it. What's this one?
Walking Dead ripped it up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right. So we are gonna what's this one?
Oh wait, so you,
Oh wait. a
you
minute.
play that one?
Okay. This is erroneous. Yeah, no.
Oh,
That
Yeah,
never
just to let
happened.
you know that was you. That wasn't erroneous.
No, shut up.
Yeah, Erroneous is like some sort of like I don't know Egyptian
black
or
guy?
Roman bloke.
Whoa. What? All right. We are going to go over to YouTube, Jesus. Rumble. I will give you the link in the chat. Please go on over there. Put it right on YouTube alone. Go over there and check us out. We're going to watch that trailer. And if Kirsty drops a link, we'll watch that 15:10 mark. All righty then. Let us be out.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days.
How dare
and
you?
I've been
After
here